Imagine a world divided not by seas, but by ideology. A division that accelerates technology like never before. For nearly half a century, the US and the Soviet Union waged a Cold War, without direct battles but with profound consequences. The Cold War did not involve military conflicts that would shift the world pattern, but the competition laid a firm foundation for the development of modern technology. In 1945, the US dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan and ended World War II. The Soviet Union witnessed the power of nuclear weapons and imagined the possibility driven by fear. The Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb in 1949 and ended America's nuclear monopoly, igniting an arms race. The US government felt the need to outcompete the Soviet Union with even more powerful weapons. In 1952, the first hydrogen bomb successfully exploded, putting the US again in the lead. But the Soviet Union quickly caught up, detonating its own hydrogen bomb in 1953. By the 1970s, both nations possessed enough nuclear weapons to destroy each other many times over. In 1972, the SALT agreement was signed and froze the number of missiles. Simultaneously, along with the arms race, the US and the Soviet Union shifted their focus on missile delivery to broad space. By 1957, the Soviets launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, triggering the space race. The news astonished the US. If the Soviet Union could deliver a satellite weighing 83 kilograms into space, they could also deliver nuclear weapons to anywhere on US territory. The US also managed to launch its satellite by 1958. However, the Soviet Union again surpassed the US by sending the first astronaut, Yuri Gagarin, into space in 1961. With the Soviet Union in the leading position since the start, the US decided to beat the Soviet Union through the Apollo program. In the following years, the US launched spacecraft with a frequency of half a year. Finally, in 1969, the US ultimately won the race to the moon with the Apollo 11 landing. It was a giant leap of mankind. After understanding the history of technological development during the Cold War, it is inevitable to question, what's the point? Some argue that the large expense from both countries created burdens on the economy, which restricted potential technological breakthroughs. During the Cold War, the military expense of the Soviet Union took up 20% of the country's total income. Similarly, America experienced multiple economic downfalls. In that case, is all the effort to build nuclear warheads and investigate methods to launch them on each other's territory pointless? This claim fails to consider that the competition between the United States and the Soviet Union gave birth to many groundbreaking technologies, which were later transformed into fundamental applications in the civilian field. The threat of nuclear war and space competition drove the urgent need for quick delivery of information. In 1969, the US military developed our patent. This system may sound unfamiliar, but it evolved into the internet we use today, leading to the information revolution. Also, the space race has driven the development of material science, communication satellites, and remote sensing technology. The satellite technology breakthrough allowed the emergence of GPS to become possible. Nowadays, global communication, weather forecasting, and navigation systems are all relying on these technologies. The Cold War's end didn't halt its technological impact. The internet became public, GPS revolutionized logistics, and satellite tech-enabled global communication. Even nuclear research led to medical breakthroughs like MRI machines. The Cold War wasn't just a political struggle, it was an age of innovation. From space exploration to the device in our pockets, the tension forced leaps in technology that still influence our lives.